Imagine extreme weather throwing agriculture into a tailspin, productivity taking a nosedive, and infrastructure getting knocked sideways. Yeah, by 2050, we'll be looking at a jaw-dropping $38 trillion, all vanishing from the world's GDP, and that's just a number for a single year. Yeah, that's really the reality we're facing, guys. According to the latest findings from the brilliant minds at the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research, our future hangs in the balance. In a study recently published in Nature, they lay the truth. By the midpoint of the century, our global income could plummet by a staggering 19% compared to what it could have been in a world untouched by climate change. Leonie Wenz, the leader behind this research, doesn't sugarcoat the facts. She's sounding the alarm, urging us to heed the warning signs before it's too late. We must act swiftly and decisively or face the dire consequences. And the stakes couldn't be higher if we fail to rein in our emissions. If we continue down this treacherous path of environmental destruction, the toll on our global economy could skyrocket to an unimaginable 60% by the turn of the century. I mean, it's a sobering reality check that demands our immediate attention, our collective effort, and our unwavering resolve. According to the folks over at Bloomberg Intelligence, human-made greenhouse gas emissions have cranked up the Earth's thermostat by 1.1 degrees Celsius since the pre-industrial days. And you know what that means? Extreme weather chaos has cost us a jaw-dropping $7 trillion over the past 3 decades alone. Yeah, you heard us right, $7 trillion. That's no drop in the bucket. And guess what? The hits just keep on coming. We're talking about a whopping $500 billion bill every single year since 2016. That's like draining 2% of the US GDP straight into the climate change abyss. But here's the thing, it's not just the US that's feeling the heat. Developing nations who've contributed less to this mess are taking the hardest punches. Well, it's not all gloom. The brainiacs behind the research have a game plan, and it's a doozy. Cut those emissions, keep global warming below 2 degrees Celsius by the century's end, and watch those climate damages take a dive. It's like hitting the brakes on a runaway train. Sure, it's gonna take some effort, but the payoff? According to the mastermind behind the study, Leonie Wenz, protecting our planet doesn't just make moral sense, it's a darn good investment. And hey, let's not forget about the stuff money can't buy, you know, like saving lives and preserving our precious biodiversity. But the real issue here is the fact that countries least responsible for it are getting hit the hardest. According to the latest report, these nations are looking at an income loss that's hopping 60% greater than the higher income countries. And get this, it's even 40% more than the countries pumping out the most emissions. Are these the same countries bearing the brunt of the climate change's fury? Yeah, they're the ones with the fewest resources to adapt and bounce back. It's like being stuck in a storm without an umbrella, and it's downright heartbreaking. So, next time you hear someone say climate change is a problem for future generations to deal with, remind them the future is now, and it's hitting some people a whole lot harder than others. Well, it also turns out that the economic damages we've been piling up, yeah, they're way bigger than we thought. Like way bigger. Why? Because we've been looking at things all wrong. That's why. See, it's not just about the temperature creeping up, it's about a whole list of climate craziness. We're talking about extreme rainfall, wild weather events, and the fallout on everything from farming to our own health. So, when we crunch the numbers and factor in all these extra variables, the damage is off the charts. But hey, that's not gonna stop us from trying, right? Because the more we know, the better we can prepare. According to Anders Leverman, one of the brains behind the study, we've got a solution. Well, he says that it's time to flip the switch on our energy system and go all in on renewables. Yeah, renewable sources like solar, wind, etc. Not only will this move make our world a safer place to live in, but guess what? It's gonna save us a boatload of cash in the long run. So what's the bottom line? We gotta roll up our sleeves, dig deep, and get ready to adapt like never before. Anyways, what do you guys think? Do drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Meanwhile, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us on our journey. Until next time, keep those thoughts coming and see ya!